Thank you, my people. I am Tutor Cletus Okoli. Today's mathematics class we shall concentrate on simultaneous linear and the quadratic equations. We have two questions we want to use to explain simultaneous linear and quadratic. And that is 3x raised to the power 2 minus 4y equal to negative 1. And the second equation, 2x minus y equal to 1. One linear, one quadratic. Watch the video to the end. You will learn, I bet you. Alright, diving in from equation 2. I am given 2x minus y equal to 1. I want to make y subject to the formula. I want to make y to stand alone. Therefore, y is equal to 1 minus 2x. That is minus y is equal to 1. Moving 2x to the right hand side will give me negative 2x. Now, I want to multiply both sides by negative 1 so that I can get y alone instead of getting negative y. Therefore, y will now be equal to 2x minus 1. That is, minus 1 times y will give me y, minus 1 times 1 will give me minus 1, and minus 1 times minus 2x will give me positive 2. This now will be my equation 3. I will substitute equation 3 into equation 1 because I started from equation 2. The result of my equation 3 will be substituted into my equation 1. That means substitute equation 3 into equation 1. But equation 1 says that 3x raised to the power 2 minus 4y is equal to negative 1. So anywhere I see y, I put 2x minus 1. And that means I will have 3x squared minus 4. Then my y is here. I will write 2x minus 1. Everything is equal to negative 1. Moving on, I am going to get 3x raised to the power 2 minus. I will open the bracket. Minus 4 times 2x will give me minus 8x. And minus 4 times minus 1 will give me plus 4 equal to negative 1. We continue. Now from here, what I have is 3x raised to the power 2, then 8x minus 8x. Now I will move this negative 1 by the right hand side to the left hand side and it will become plus 1. That means plus 5 is equal to 0. So looking at this, you see this is now a quadratic equation, and we have methods of solving quadratic equation, but this time around let us try to go for factorization method. Therefore, if I multiply 3 and the 5, I will get 15. I want two numbers I can multiply to get 15 positive, and then when I add that same two numbers, I get minus 8. Two numbers I multiply and it will give me plus 15, and when I add them, I get negative 8. Let us try minus 5 minus 3. Okay, you can see with me that minus 5 times minus 3 will give me plus 15, and then minus 5 plus minus 3 will give me minus 8. I will now use it to replace this minus 8x. What I'm doing is called factorization method of solving quadratic equation. Therefore, in doing that, I'll have 3x raised to the power 2, replacing this my negative 8x with the minus 5 minus 3. I will now have minus 5x minus 3x, then plus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, if I put these two in brackets and this last two into the bracket, common in the first bracket is just x, meaning that I shall have inside the bracket left, then x, 3x, then minus 5. And in the second bracket, you can agree with me that what I have common is negative 1. So that inside the bracket I have 3x, then minus 5. Because my minus 1 times my 3x will give me minus 3x, and minus 1 times minus 5 will give me plus 5. Everything now is equal to 0. Now, you can only know that you are correct if the two brackets are the same, else you know there is something wrong somewhere. Therefore, I will take one of the brackets since they are equal, and then use this x outside the bracket and this negative one outside the bracket to form another bracket. And when that happens, I shall have x minus 1 into 3x minus 5, everything equal to 0. Good. Now, from the first bracket, I shall have x minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies that the value of x here is equal to positive 1. And from the second bracket, I shall have 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. So this implies that my 3x is equal to 5, and then x is equal to 5 all over 3. So I have gotten the first value of x as equal to 1, and the second value of x equal to 3 all over, equal to 5 all over 3. Now we move on. Remember in equation 3, we stopped somewhere where we got that y is equal to 2x minus 1. That is what we got in equation 3. So we need to go back to equation 3 to continue in order to get the values of y, because we have gotten the values of x, but in the equation we are expected to get the values of x and the y, because x and y are the unknown. And what we have gotten now is just for x. Now, therefore, from equation 3, where I got that y is equal to 2x minus 1, I can now write that when my x here, alright, the first answer for x, the second answer for x, when my x is equal to 1, and we come here and get the value of y. Therefore, y will now be equal to 2x will now be 2 times x, which is 1, then minus 1. And that means that y is 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. The first value of y has come out. Also, since I got the values of x too, I also try for the second value of x. Therefore, when x is equal to 5 all over 3, I still go back to the equation 3 where I have that y is equal to 2x minus 1. So y now will now be 2 multiplying my x, which is now 5 over 3, then minus 1. I solve it to get the second value of y. And therefore, this is now going to be 2 times 5 will give me 10 all over 3, then minus 1. And you know 10 over 3 is the same thing as 3 whole number, then 1 all over 3, then minus 1. Permit me to now say that y here is equal to 3. 1 over 3 minus 1 will give us 2, 1 over 3. Second value of y is out. In conclusion to this question, we can now simply say that we are looking for the values of x and the y. And the first value of x, which we got, was 1. Okay? And then the first, when x is 1, the value of y we got is also 1. And again, when the value of x is equal to 5 over 3, which is the same thing as 1 whole number. Okay, let us put it as 5 over 3. X, it can be written as 1 whole number, 2 over 3. And that is the first value of x, then the second value of x. Then, when the value of x is that 5 over 3, the value of y that we got is also 7 over 3, if you like, 7 over 3. Okay, what do I mean by 7 over 3? It is 3 times 2 plus 1. Or this can also be written as 1 whole number, 2 over 3, and then 2 and 1, 2 whole number, 1 over 3. So, in conclusion, we can now say that the values of the unknown x and y in this simultaneous linear and quadratic equation are 1 for x and 1 for y, and the second answer is 1 whole number 2 over 3 and the 2 whole number 1 over 3, or you put it in improper fraction 3 or 5 over 3 and the 7 over 3. Thank you for watching the video to the end, and I hope you learned something. See how you can do it. Watch this video over and over again and again so that you can understand every time and every step that we have taken. And I bet you, when you do this with great attention, pick any question from simultaneous linear and quadratic equation, you will get the answer. I am Tutor Cletus Okoli. Keep watching my channel. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. God bless you.
Na mbụ agwara m mmadụ sị